What are you doing, Meyer?
Oh! I don't know.
You having wooden wheels?
I'm starting a new trend.
Okay.
It's called...
Probably. Yeah.
That one might get me in trouble. Okay, so I ordered a tool 5 days ago to actually measure offset, measure clearance, measure every aspect of putting a custom wheel on, and it's not here yet. So I'm going back to old school, which is we made a 20-inch wheel out of wood. Now this represents, it's actually 21 inches, so it represents a 20-inch wheel. And then we're going to have a 4-inch sidewall maximum. So from here, it's 21, you add 3 inches, which will give you a 4-inch sidewall. Because of the lip all the way around is a 1/2 inch on a standard wheel. Anyway, long story short, I am just taking a straight edge, and I am measuring from the back side of this, which is on the face of the caliper up front and in the back, to the closest spot. This Camaro has a bump right here, which gives us 5.5 inches at 4 inches out touching. So we can't go that wide. And then I have to go up into here and measure all the clearances up in here. Once I get that done, then we'll be able to figure out what exactly will work and what won't work for offsets. Now Zach did this already based off of the set of rollers that we have here, that were on here. And I am just basically double checking it because what they pick out for their wheels only come in a 0 offset. So, no flexibility, it's 0. And I want to see if we can make an 8-inch wheel work, 8.5, because it comes in 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, and 10. So it comes in all sorts of different widths, but 0 offset. So that's what I am doing. And first you measure where you're going to hit, and then you back everything off from there. So it's 5.5 on one side, and it's 5.5 on the other side. That lip. Now the inside of this fender curves, so as it goes up you lose distance. And this is not loaded. Well, actually it is loaded. Kind of a pain in the butt. Really quick tool review. A simple one. $12. I purchased these because
what is these?
It's a piece of rubber that on the bottom is rounded to fit in your jack stands, because sometimes the jack stands, the frame is wider than the cradle. And when you have the frame wider than the cradle, it sits just on these 2 far points, which in turn can damage the frame. Now, damage it, like dent it up? No. Damage it like chip paint? Yes. So put that on there. Now it sits on a nice flat block of rubber. 12 bucks, simple, easy. Used them several times.
Does it fit on all?
I don't know if it fits on all of them. It fits on our 2 sets that we have, which are drastically different than one another. But then your frame is sitting on a nice rubber block versus raw metal. And then that protects your frame from getting chipped. There you go. Cakewalk. 12 bucks, cheap, simple, easy, and it protects your frame when you're using jack stands. So, would I recommend them? Hell yes. And for $12, if they don't work on your jack stands, buy some new jack stands. No. Sell them. Get rid of them. but they should work. Now to let it down. Every time you let it down slow. Beautiful. Awesome, awesome. Then you take your little rag, you put it here, so in the morning when you come in, you don't catch yourself. Kind of get your attention. And there we go. Now I'm going to go up and do some English math for clearances.
Are you still fighting with it?
Yeah, I've been messing with this wipers
The windshield
for,
wiper thing?
yeah, for like 3 hours now today.
Fun. Just doesn't want to go, huh?
Well, I can't find any wire diagrams that are correct for it.
The motor just won't run, huh?
No, if I can get it to, I can get it to do that. I can get it to work at the right speeds, but it won't turn on by itself.
Really?
I have to like jump it
In
like
order to get it to go.
to like get it to start moving, and then it stays until I turn it off. Like it turns off with the switch.
Sure.
So I'm just trying to figure that out. And a little closer, I guess. I had this whole thing ripped apart earlier, and
Well, that's all brand new, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh my God! You know it's there, don't you? Holy
That's
smokes.
right off the header.
Yeah, that's what awesome.
Oh, holy sh! Wow! Damn, it started right up.
You should have seen her face. Yeah, I know. I had fuel up there and everything, and the spark was there.
That is what is so great about LS motors. The computer just, okay, here's what's happening, here's what needs to be done, and it just does it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I think that was the easiest start you've probably ever had.
Between this and probably the 66 Suburban, huh?
Yeah.
The 66 Suburban did the same thing. No messing around, just boom.
Oh, there wasn't even any revving. It was just boom. There it was.
Yep.
Wow. So I should call them, huh? See if they'll FaceTime me.
I would say. Holy smokes.
She might. Test number 2. Check it out. And we have a motor.
Lift off.
Okay, so Zach has been working his tail off on this thing, as everybody knows. And today, for the first time, after all of the wiring, after all of the plumbing, after everything that Zach has put into this beast, he fired it today. And because of his diligence, making sure everything was correct, Zach primed it earlier, the fuel system, checked if it had spark, and then literally what you witnessed was the second time this thing fired. The first time was literally a minute and a half ago, but turn the key, lit right up. This is straight off of the headers, so it is rather loud, and it lets you know it's here. I wish I would have been videoing my wife when this was first lit up on the first test, but it's doing great. Brand new fluids in the oil, transmission, rear end. We still have to put fluid in the rear end? Or did we already do that? We better check.
Yeah, I don't think we ever drained it.
Okay, we should drain it.
Yeah.
Rear end. But literally, this is weeks away from being done. We'll get it upstairs probably next week, and Zach will plumb in the stainless steel 3-inch polished exhaust. But that's awesome. Fire it right up, and it doesn't even have the O2 sensors in it yet. Oh, yes it does.
So yeah, the mass airflow sensor is not hooked up.
They're not hooked up?
The mass airflow sensor.
Yeah. Beautiful.
The oxygen sensor is not.
Looking good. Actually, looking great. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Keep watching. A lot more to come.